Remember Elian Gonzalez? He was a kid that, of course, wound up in Florida. He was on a raft with his mom. He was 6-year-old back then. And then his uncle brought him in, and he was down in Miami. And then, as you see in that famous picture, federal agents swarmed in. They took him because his father wanted him back, and his father lived in Cuba. Now, the right-wing Cuban community there was livid. Now, I lived in Miami at the time. I was, in fact, part of those protests, which I'll tell you about in a second. And so I remember every detail. The guy holding the kid there is Donato Dalrymple. Mm-hmm. What a great name.
That's a Cuban name, really?
Apparently, okay.
Fascinating.
And
okay.
He was a fisherman, okay?
Okay.
And fishermen had originally found Elian Gonzalez in the first place, okay? Anyway, he was there as part of the family, and the federal agents had come in, and then they brought him back to Cuba because that's where his dad was, and his dad had wanted him. It was actually a clear-cut case. Mm-hmm. Now, at the time, I'm a Republican, right? But I thought, it's a no-brainer. His dad's alive, wants him back. There's really no legal question whatsoever. So I went down there with a Send Elian poster. That turned out to be a really bad idea.
What happened?
Okay, that in a moment.
Okay.
But first, let me tell you what's happening now. So the first time ever, Elian Gonzalez has left Cuba. He's on a raft. No, he's not. Don't get excited. Don't get excited. Okay, no. He just went on a trip to Ecuador as part of the official delegation, 200-strong delegation from Cuba, for the 23rd World Festival of Youth and Students.
Nice. How old is Elian now?
I'm glad you asked. Okay, so here's interesting facts about Elian Gonzalez. Mm-hmm. He's now 20.
Wow.
Exactly, which is kind of depressing to me because that was a long time ago that I was at that protest. He attended a military academy as a cadet. He's studying industrial engineering. He's going to turn 20 on Friday. And he spoke of his admiration for retired leader Fidel Castro.
Oh my goodness.
To which Cubans said, "No! Now, if you think that's bad, here's an actual quote from Elian Gonzalez. He always came for my birthday, talking about Uncle Fidel. Ooh, oh, that hurts, Fidel Castro. He always came for my birthday. I always look forward to that moment. I'm a person of few words and clammed up when he was there, but it was enough to see him and give him that hug.
Wow.
Oh my God. I believe we have live footage of Little Havana in Miami. Let's check that out. That did not go well. Okay, there's some chance the right-wing community in South Florida not entirely happy about the direction Elian's life has taken. Now, look, to what degree was he brainwashed and all that? You know, how much of this is volitional? Those are good questions in reality. Okay, and I thought his dad, of course, should get him back. But at the same time, that didn't mean I didn't feel bad for Elian. I think he would have been better off here. I love this country. I think, of course, we're in a better situation than Cuba is. So I felt bad for him, but his dad gets to make that choice.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I'm familiar with this story. I was really young when it first broke, so I remember paying attention to it. But I don't remember what Cuban Americans were saying in Miami. So they were just losing it. They wanted him to stay here in the United States.
Oh, did they ever? Yes.
Okay, fascinating.
So they're like, you think we're going to give this precious boy? His mom had died.
I know, on the raft.
On the raft. So they're like, she sacrificed, and that's her side of the family. She sacrificed her life so that he could have freedom in America. And now you're going to give him to the satanic Fidel Castro. Okay, so they were livid about it, and I understand why. So I, back then, was under the misunderstanding that there was two sides of that equation in the protests. So I show up with a sign saying, "Send Elian home." And when I get there, I realize I've made a terrible mistake.
Oh no, what happened?
There is an ocean of people on the other side. And so I gather up my sign, and but I turn around backwards, right? Although some people started seeing, they're like, "What is that? What are you holding there?" Right? Okay.
Oh my God.
And I go up to and I can't find cops. I can't find anything. I find some reporters, and I'm like, "Where's the sign of the protest that says send Elian home rather than keep him here?" They're like, "Do you think that? Because there is no such protest."
Oh,
and they're
no.
like, I'm like, And then that's when people started swarming. You have to understand, it's a giant crowd.
I remember.
Okay?
I remember how heated people would get about
And
the story.
so then I panicked. I was like, I guess here we go. And I turned the sign around, right? And that lasted literally half a second.
Did people beat you up?
Yes!
Oh my
That's
God!
what happened, okay?
Oh my goodness.
I think Jesus has tape of what happened next. So, about 100 sweaty-toothed Cuban madmen attacked me immediately. And I was shocked. I'm in America. I thought like, hey, I'm going to get the protest. They might be upset about it. No. They weren't having any of that. They take the sign, bam, rip it up, throw it, okay? Then they're like, all right, let's have at this guy. They rip my shirt, okay?
Oh my God!
You haven't heard the story?
No.
Right, and then they start punching me in the back of the head, okay? And they're kicking me, and I'm in the middle of the crowd. I'm gone.
What did you do?
Okay, well, I'm trying to run, but I can't run. They've engulfed me,
Oh
okay?
my God.
This happened so quick, okay? It was insane. I have to confess that I'm not sure I've ever been that scared. I was like, oh, no. We got to get out of here.
Did you think you were going to
Okay.
die?
I don't know about die, but I was like, I'm in a lot of trouble, man, okay? And then you know what happened? Cops came and saved me, okay?
And then you do these stories about excessive force on the show.
Yeah, that's the thanks I give to those cops who saved me. Anyway, cops come in, they start escorting me, but the guys didn't back away at all. Like, cops are on the scene. They've now surrounded me, a couple of cops, just 2 cops. They're escorting me towards a cop car. People are like, yeah, whatever. Bam, bam, in the back of the head, okay? And they're tearing at me, they scratched my neck. Some guy started feeling my ass. Swear to God. And I'm like, wait, is he trying to hit me or feel me up? I couldn't tell, but he was like, Okay. Anyway, we finally get to the cop car, and one of the cops says, hey, listen, I don't want to take him away in a cop car. It'll look like he got arrested. He didn't do anything wrong. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. Put me in the car. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Because they weren't stopping. They didn't give a damn about the cops.
That is unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. Okay, so now here comes the final part of the story, which is awesome. Remember, back then I'm a Republican. In this issue, I disagree with Republicans, right? That night, Fox News goes on the air. And at the time, I didn't hate Fox News. I didn't, I was like, hey, yay, Fox News. I mean, I didn't watch them, so I didn't really know anything about them, right? They were relatively young at that point. Bill O'Reilly comes on the air and has a guest on that says, oh yeah, this guy, well-known communist agitator.
You?
Yeah, me. He just made it up.
How did I not know this story? This is like the best story ever told.
Yeah, well-known communist agitator. I'm a card-carrying Republican. I just voted for John McCain in the primaries. Okay?
Wow.
So then I was like, there's some chances Fox News just makes stuff up.